Hey Diamonds, what's going on? So I finished my binge watching of Bridgerton season 3, part 1, and I just finished episodes 3 and 4. And child, now Penelope then asked Colin to kiss her, and baby, he done fell in love. Do you hear me? This man is having wet dreams and everything about Penelope. Do you hear me? This man was in the middle of a threesome and was thinking about Penelope. He couldn't even get his dick hard with the other two bitches because he was in love and thinking about Penelope, right? He was hanging with his friends. They was drinking and playing cards or gambling or dominoes or whatever they was playing at the table, child. He couldn't even think straight because he was thinking about Penelope. See, when we change the energy, right? Or when somebody else wants us, now here come the one we want. Here come the one we want, now they want us. Now they in their feelings and shit, right? So clearly he feeling some type of way, right? So, you know, in Lady Whistledown, aka Penelope, she wrote an article about herself, embarrassing herself because, you know, everybody, you know, now know that she meeting up with a Bridgerton to get to help her, you know, to help her get married and shit. So she embarrassed. So she told Colin, she was like, look, we can't do this no more. I appreciate your help, you know, shout out to you for that, but you know, I'm gonna go ahead and just do this husband thing on my own. He like, wow, was it the kiss and shit? She's like, no, it's not that. It was just Lady Whistledown and embarrassed the shit out of me, and now the whole town know that you helped me find a man. You know, I'm looking crazy out here on these streets because I can't even get myself my own goddamn husband and shit, right? So there's this Duke Dublin, you know, he into nature and shit, right? So Penelope, like, you know, I'm gonna go ahead like who like me, you understand? So she trying to, you know, kind of build a connection with him and shit. She pretending like she like nature shit and all of that because she competing with Eloise friend. I told you I can't remember her name or pronounce it, so I'm gonna call her Christian, right? So she kind of competing with Christian for the Duke of Dublin or the Lord of Dublin, whatever have you, okay? Right, so she trying to, you know, court him by that. In the meantime, you got the queen over here sweating bullets because she done picked Francesca, which is Colin's little sister. You know, she a Bridgerton. I told you this lady Bridgerton got a lot of goddamn kids. Every season, she sending them off to get married and shit, right? So the daughter, you know, the queen sent the daughter this guy, right? I think he from, I don't know his race, but he different, right? But she like this black man that she seen. You understand? So she mesmerized, you know, by him and shit. They don't even talk. They just look at each other and be mesmerized with each other. Typical 85% of the white women, they love them some penis black men. Do you hear me? They just fantasize about the penis, okay? So she liking him and shit, playing the piano and all of that. So her focus is on that. She ain't even focused on who the queen and picked out for her. And the queen didn't notice that, and I don't think she liked that too much, right? And Lady Bridgerton, the mama, she then got smitten and courted by Lady Dansbury's brother, you know, and Lady Dansbury don't really fuck with her brother and shit. So she like, nah, I'm gonna need you to, you know, come through town, do what you gotta do and leave, right? But Lady Bridgerton, she's smitten because, like I said, that's what white women do. They love them some black penises. Do you hear me, child? They taking all the black men from us, child, right? So with that being said, Colin is now in his feelings and shit, and now, you know, he's starting to notice Penelope more and more. But as he noticing Penelope more and more, Penelope is trying to focus on the Duke of Dublin because she ain't thinking Colin even want her ass because he didn't put her in the friend zone, child. Right? So the Duke of Dublin came over to the Bridgerton house to ask the mama, would it be okay for him, I guess, to court or suit, you know, not Bridgerton house, Penelope mama. He went over to the Penelope mama house to see if he can, you know, I guess ask for her hand to suit her, marry her or whatever. And he, you know, he was told like, she, you know, the mama was like, good, because now you can take her out of this goddamn window that she be sitting at. And he was like, window? She's like, yeah, she love to sit in the window and shit and stare out and shit. And he was like, oh, that's so, you know, that's so nice or whatever. So Colin was invited to the ball and he didn't want to go. And so the mama, you know, Lady Bridgerton, she been noticing how he been looking at Penelope and noticing his feelings. And then he asks, like, when did you and, you know, their father go from being friends to being married and shit? And so, you know, the mama kind of think, you know, mamas be knowing their sons and their daughters. The mama was like, okay, I see what this is. He like Penelope and shit. So she was like, well, you know, Penelope gonna be at this ball. And he was like, nah, I don't want to go. That's okay. And she was like, oh, okay, well, just so you know, that Duke, he planned on proposing to Penelope, right? Because, you know, the mama thinking like, well, you being stupid and shit, you and your feelings, but this motherfucker finna ask her to marry her. So you need to get over there to that goddamn ball. Do you understand me? You might need to go, right? So, you know, he had an epiphany, so he go to the ball and shit, right? So the Duke and Penelope dancing and shit, right? And so, you know, Colin comes and interrupt the dance and have a conversation. So, you know, Eloise's friend, Christian, who competing with Penelope, right? Because Penelope told him the truth. Penelope was like, look, I don't like all that nature shit. I just was saying that because, you know, I wanted you to like me and shit. But I don't really like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's cool if you don't want to talk to me. It's cool. But, you know, he like her and shit, right? So while Penelope over here talking to Colin, Christian, Eloise's friend, went and told the Duke how, you know, Penelope live across from the Bridgerton family and all of that. So when she told him that, he thought about it like, damn, that's why that bitch be in the window, because she in love with him, right? So, you know, Penelope and Colin had a conversation, and she like, look, leave me alone. Basically, you didn't want me. I got somebody that want me and shit. He, you know, and if he asked me to marry him, I'm going to marry him and shit. Like, you know, beat it. So Colin ran away or whatever in his feelings. And so the Duke, you know, told Penelope, he said, look, check this out. Hey, this ain't gonna work for me. You understand what I'm saying? And she was like, no, I just had a conversation. He's like, no, it ain't gonna work for me. Hey, check this out. I go away for long periods of time, right? And the woman that I marry, I'm gonna leave her for a long time. And I don't want her going over here another man. Do you understand me? So you need to figure out your shit with him. I wish you the best. I'm gonna find the best and take it easy, right? So Penelope and her feelings, she ran out crying. Colin chased her down, child, and was like, look, I love you. I want to be with you. Kissing on her and shit. And he done gave Penelope some penis, baby. When I tell you Penelope was in love, that be, when that first entry of that vagina, that do be lit, Penelope, it do. So he done gave her some penis. And now he in love with her and probably want to marry her. But he don't know she Lady Whistledown. I'm watching.